Are you guys tired of spending money at the pumps? Well, I'm gonna show you a couple of tricks of the trade. Hopefully, will save you some money in the long run. So buckle up, because you're along for the ride.
So let me ask you a question, Mike. If I had to say, what is the number one complaint people are putting out there today?
Today, it would have to be, holy crap, how much I put in my gas tank today?
Yes.
$70, $80 to fill in my gas tank. Yeah, we're all feeling that.
Yeah, and it's a problem that apparently is going to keep on going for a while.
Yeah, like I said, they always say it gets worse before it gets better. Hopefully, it doesn't get any worse and it starts to get better. But if it doesn't, you guys, we have probably the top 10 things you can do to save you money at gas pumps. And that's what we want to talk about now. If you guys don't know, I've been a mechanic for 15 to 20 years. I went to school, I got my ASCs, I worked at numerous shops. I had me and my mentor opened up a shop in Jersey, and what I love to do is I love cars. So I'm gonna help you guys out just a little bit. I mean, I'm not trying to make you guys rich, but we can help you by saving a little bit of cash in your pockets. So the first thing, which a lot of people probably don't know about, that is great and that will do very well for your gas efficiency is
To keep your tires inflated.
Nice.
Keep them to a point, because obviously, when they're flatter, they fan out. It creates more friction with the tire on the road.
more.
So you're using essentially more fuel mileage.
So yeah, if your tire pressure is too low, you're gonna have the tire spreading out to more surface of the road, which is gonna lessen your gas mileage. And if your tires are overinflated, you're gonna have, it's almost a balloon type fixture where just the middle of your tire is contacting, which it gives less friction, but more son of a bitch.
Well, yeah, the tire kind of like comes to an edge.
Yeah, well, it comes to an edge, but it gives your handling less handling issues. It gives you more handling issues, which again will kill your gas efficiency.
That's good. Well,
so everybody, I mean, I know you. I don't know about New York and West Coast, but down south we do have a QT that does give free air, which is fantastic because nowadays you're paying $1.50 for air. Yeah, you're paying $1.50 for air. If people, in New York, I know there's certain places you can go that they'll fill up your air, and you flip them $1 or $2, they'll give you that. But I mean, nowadays air isn't even free.
I know it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So after our tires are inflated, what about accelerating slowly?
Well, again, you guys, the more you slam on your gas pedal, the more you're gonna drain your gas. So this is towards starting off from a red light or a stop sign. You don't want to smash on that gas pedal. You want to pretend like there's an egg under it. Just slowly squeeze that puppy.
Which everybody does when you start at that red light and there's traffic. You want to just.
Oh man! If you've ever lived in Manhattan, when it turned from red to green, if you don't go, you're run over.
Yeah, you have milliseconds to react.
Yes. So again, with easing on your gas pedal, not making sure you're not slamming on the brakes and getting back on the gas, that's obviously is going to destroy your gas mileage.
And also, what about when you're parking? Not to idle too long.
Yeah, guys. Nowadays, if you're working and you get your little smoke break or your little lunch break, don't go in the car.
No.
Turn the damn car on. Sit there, smoke a little bit, have that thing running, because right there you're wasting about $3 to $4 in gas just letting it idle.
Depends on how long you are there, and you're right, because every little bit of
every little bit
add up. So
yeah, and especially like you said, idling. Idling is the worst. If you're just sitting there and not going anywhere, you're just dropping money down the drain anyway.
So what if I'm on the highway and I'm getting it, what's the best thing I can do?
Oh, this is my favorite. I don't want anybody to try this at home, but if you are traveling to work and you are on the highway, you know what the best thing is, and NASCAR's been using it forever. It's the draft. Okay, and I love the draft.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to get up on somebody's ass and tailgate or something like that. But if you're taking a long trip, let's say you got to commute an hour and 15 minutes. It pays for you to sit behind that truck a little bit and just get a little bit less of that air on your nose.
It definitely helps.
It does.
It helps.
It does.
And it also helps if you keep your windows up.
Yes.
So you're more streamlined.
Yes. If you putting your window down as you're on a highway is only causing like a parachute effect. As the air goes in through your windows, it can't come out through the back windshield. Yeah. So all it does is compact in the back.
It's like a scoop.
Yes, and slows you down. So, if you can I know people in New York are like, I'm not lowering my windows because it is snowing again in New York.
Yeah, I heard.
So, you're not going to all lower your windows. But again, for the people on the West Coast, like West Coast Manny, that, wakes up to 70, 80 degree weather every day.
Yeah.
He's going to want to put his windows down. If you're going from store to store, that's fine. If you're going to jump on a highway and take a ride, make sure those windows are down. They're up, because that's just going to help.
And on top of that, also keep your AC in check.
Yeah, they tell you, the thing is with the AC, if it's on, it's on. It's using your gas. If it's on low, it's using the same amount of gas as it's on high.
It is, right? So there's not more gas.
No. If you're using it, it's on. It's belt driven. So as soon as you turn it on, it's already taking horsepower off of your motor and killing your gas mileage.
Now, is that for every car?
Yeah, any car that's driven belt with a compressor for the AC, as soon as that AC turns on, it automatically drags your horsepower probably from 5 to 10% and kills your gas efficiency. So it doesn't matter if it's low or it's on high, it's still killing that gas. We're just trying to tell you this, slowly maintain that. If you don't need to have it on, you don't. But again, if it's on, it's using your gas.
So if I'm driving and let's say, if I have to take premium in a car, I'll take it. But what about the oil? What should I do with oil? Should I have a special type of oil?
Okay. So now they're telling you, most cars, new cars now are going into synthetic oil.
Yes.
But we know we have a lot of people that still drive older cars that have conventional oil in it. And now the reports are synthetic oil running cleaner through your engine and your valves. That can actually increase fuel mileage as well.
So because it's going through, it's cleaner.
It's cleaner.
Less build up, right? No gunk building up to make the pressure in the lines, all that. I get it.
And again, they do say synthetic oil runs 5,000 to 6,000 miles, so you're actually either saving, since doing conventional oil with 3,000. Now you can actually save an oil change if you do use synthetic, even though it is still a little bit more pricier. It's going to help you guys out in the long run. That's basically what we're trying to do, help you guys out in the long run.
So if you have to drive, you have to go to work, you have to go somewhere, plan your trips out, and definitely avoid traffic.
Yeah, traffic, guys, is, again, your car idling, singing, and standstill, that is going to kill your gas mileage 100%. You can't really avoid traffic if it's there. Sometimes you got accidents. Granted, we live down south, and there's always traffic everywhere.
Yeah. And I know it's not like New York, it's not like LA. I get it. It's not, but it's still annoying.
Yes, it is. And like you said, planning your trips out, maybe leaving a little bit earlier so you don't hit that morning traffic and have to be in it. That is gonna save you guys some gas mileage.
So if I have to go somewhere, if I have to go to work, I have to make a long drive. Is there anything I could add or put into my car that would actually help it?
Again, guys, there's a lot of over-the-counter stuff that you go to a parts store and you can buy to make your gas efficient. A lot of it is there's fuel cleaner, fuel system cleaners. It's real easy. They have ones where when you go fill up your gas tank, you just dump a little bit of this cleaner in there, then put your gas in, and as soon as it runs, that stuff circulates through your valves, your fuel system, your fuel filter, and it cleans out essentially the gunk that sits on your fuel rail and lets the fuel run cleaner and freer.
So you're saying, so this stuff actually works. It's not just
again, guys,
magic in a bottle. But
if you've been driving a car from 1970 and never changed the
Yes.
oil and never done any of this, chances are it's not going to help.
You're right.
It's not going to help. And I'm more talking towards the people that keep their car in satisfactory effort, that they can use this cleaner. And again, it's not going to be a long-term fix, but right now, as gas prices skyrocket, it's going to help you guys out a little bit. Also, when it's coming under your hood stuff like the engine cleaner, there is your fuel filter. And I know a lot of these inline fuel filters for the new cars you can't replace, but again, a little bit older cars, a fuel filter is great to replace because that thing does pick up a lot of gunk, and basically like your air filter. You don't want to leave your air filter not changed, because then all the grime and dirt from outside gets in that filter and clogs it. And once anything is clogged, it doesn't work as well.
That's a whole other issue.
Yeah, it doesn't work as well if it's clean. So another thing is also your air filter. I mean, nowadays you guys can go to Advanced Auto Parts or anything like that and get an air filter for like $20. And if you don't know, guys, I mean, YouTube does a hell of a lot of everything.
Yeah,
you don't have to nowadays go to a mechanic to have your air filter changed.
No, this is all easy stuff.
Guys, we're in the era of do it yourself, and you're gonna save some money. I'm not asking you to overhaul your engine or change the brakes if you don't have the tools or the mental capacity.
I mean, some of this stuff isn't some of it is common sense and some of it isn't common sense. It's just a couple things that you may forget to put on your list.
Yeah, and like you say nowadays with people with cars, when I was younger and the first thing you ever did was make sure your car ran right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was basically how it is. Now with all these newer cars, people buying new cars, and with the leasing, just leave it as is, drop it off, get me a new one. Yes. But for those unfortunate people that cannot get a new car every year,
or an electric car,
yes, these things right now will help you at the pumps.
It will.
And that's all we're trying to do, help you guys at the pumps.
And I'm going to add one more thing that may seem like the most common sense of all, but just drive less. If you can. If you're not able to, I get it, you can't. But if you can, I don't know, maybe ride your bicycle in the store.
Yeah, for health issues. But again, like they say, I saw something on Facebook where the price of a 40 ounce is way cheaper than a gallon of gas.
Yeah, it is.
So if you don't have to drive, hey, it's the weekend, kid back, get a drink and stay at home. But again, we have those less fortunate people that have to get up and go to work or have to drive their car. And this is what we're doing to try to help you guys out. Save a little coin, maybe an extra $1 here or there in your pocket, which I don't know if anybody will say, no, I don't need an extra $1 in my pocket.
Unless you're, like Stephen Colbert, like you said in that interview.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just a little bit of knowledge we're passing on.
And again, guys, I don't know if you heard in the beginning, but I am a mechanic. I went to school for it, so I do have some knowledge in this area. And again, from working on plenty of cars and telling people, tuning your car up is definitely something you need to look forward to.
Yeah.
Anything that has engine related. I mean, spark plugs are such a small $2 piece.
It's such a problem.
And it can be such a problem. It can be such a problem for your gas, even start your car, making your car run right. So first things first, take care of the thing that takes care of you, which is your car. And it will take care of you as much as it can with the gas prices.
Because Uber is expensive as hell.
Uber is expensive. I know carpooling nowadays is a big issue with the COVID. Yeah. People still do it, which is great. They do, but other people have issues.
It's becoming less of an option.
Exactly.
Anyway, for right now, what's going on?
Yeah, and like I said, the gas is gonna go up a little bit more before it comes down and makes everything sane again.
I think that's optimistic a little bit more. I would love to see just a little bit more. I would love to see it not happen at all. I got this feeling that it's going to go a lot more.
It's going to, and like I said before, I mean, gotta get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
And,
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, that's the way life goes. So we're just, again, trying to help you guys out just a titch. I mean, we ain't gonna make you rich. We're not. But we're gonna keep those goddamn gas pumps stole my money again to a little bit of a minimum. And that's what we're trying to do. I mean, it's gonna be it's gonna be that bad day when you have to go to the pumps and fill up your gas. But we're just trying to make it just a little bit easier. And again, keeping up your car's maintenance is gonna help you on the long run. And I know there was another question you had about cruise control.
Oh yeah, actually I forgot to bring that up.
Cruise control is a hit or miss, guys. If you're in California, where everything's flat, there's no hills, or bumps, your cruise control is going to do a lot for your gas mileage.
Well, even on long highways too.
Yeah, on long highways.
If you're doing this a sufficient amount, 15, 30 miles.
Yeah, even 40, 45.
Yeah, it might not be bad to use it.
Yeah, and like I said, in the West Coast, you can use it all day because you're just coasting.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, there is backlash to that because if you live in mountain regions and your commute is up and down, side to side, that's cruise control is not going to help you because it's going to lay on the gas as much as it can to make you get up that hill without changing speeds. So of course it's going to give more gas than if you're just on the gas, letting it coast a little bit and then getting back on the gas. So there is a right and a wrong with that cruise control thing. But again, if you are on the West Coast, happy to you. There you go. Use your non-AC. Use your damn.
Drive comfortably.
Drive comfortably. Wake up to 70 to 80 degree weather. But for those that can't, there's other things you can do. And number one, tire pressure. Number two, fuel cleaner. Check your car, and tune it up. Tune it up. Make sure your spark plugs are up to date. Your fuel filter.
Make it run good. That's all.
Make it run good, and I promise you, she'll make you happy in the long run.
Well, hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. If we missed anything, please let us know in the comments.
But yeah, we're gonna try every now and then. We'll try to drop knowledge on stuff that we do know. Something we can put our foot in and say, yes, I can count for that. So every day is a new thing. Basically how it is. And if you guys like what we're saying, share, like, follow, subscribe. We're just trying to keep it going. Hopefully you guys like the content, and we'll keep it going. We'll keep the fun rising.
Yeah, that's it.
And like always, this is RC, and I'm Mike, and I'll see you there, or I'll see you at another time. Thanks for joining.
See you later.
Later.